Hi y'all, Bree the Brat here. I have a set of dollhouse furniture from when I was a kid. This is Dura Craft dollhouse furniture from the 80s. And what it did is it came in like a sheet of wood that you broke all apart, and it was like perforated or something like that. And you broke it all apart and then you glued it together just to make little dollhouse furniture, fill up your dollhouse. I wanted to paint it back then. It was actually, when I found this from the attic, it was black with a big heart on it, and I don't know what I was planning on doing, but obviously I never finished painting my dollhouse furniture. And I thought, wouldn't it be fun to paint it like the Dora Kuhn, like German Bavarian style? So I've painted this blue, and let me show you a picture of what that dollhouse furniture looks like. I think it's from like the 60s. And I'm just gonna do a little like, let's paint along with this, and we'll see how well I do copying that style. All right, here we go. Okay, so from the picture, the blue looks a little darker than this. I might actually go with this instead of the light blue that I have. Just put a coat of this more turquoise because I think it'll look prettier. And just some acrylic paints, pink, red, yellow, green, black, white. And I'm just going to try to see if any of these brushes are really going to do it for me, and a little palette, and away we go. Now I'm just painting this. It was only one layer and it was kind of coming through, so I'm just painting it over again with this a little more turquoise color than the baby blue color. And I'll just let this dry, and then we'll start on the flowers and whatnot. Okay, so I have a really like stiff little thin brush putting some paint on, but I don't want it to be too saturated with the paint. And I'd usually be like hunched over this, but the camera is kind of in the way, so I'm going to do my best here, but I'm going to steady my hand on either this or on my other hand, so I can get as steady of a line as I can, and just kind of barely touch and drag around, so I can get a thin, steady line. Okay, let me get some more paint here. And I just tap it on the side of my, get a little paint, tap it on the side of the palette so it's not too much. Have you ever seen those pinstriping art? How they do that, all that in one stroke? Oh, so gorgeous. This one's getting a little thick. Get a little more paint here. See, now I'm balancing on my own finger just to steady my hand a little bit. You can tell I'm a very shaky artist. I need bigger projects with less accuracy, I think. And really the best way to do it is to drag like this, dragging backwards. But I think with this project, it's a little hard to get in that position. Oof, that's a little shaky. But we're just gonna keep steaming right ahead, aren't we? And if you want to practice this on something else, that would probably be the best way to do it. I'm just steaming right ahead. Maybe even this out a little bit. That's a little lumpy, isn't it? Okay, well, there we go. Well, let's do the side. So I've already painted this side, so I'm going to try to mimic that. Just start with centerpiece, and then these two side pieces, and then we'll do the rest. So about the center right here. And let's see, what did I do on this side? A little woohoo right there. And then on that side, a little hook coming from under here. Okay. And then like a down and up and over. Okay. On both sides. Try to steady myself and come down and then up and over this little end piece. Hopefully. And opposite, kind of down and up and over. Maybe I'll start over here. Uh-oh, I've screwed up this one, haven't I? Doesn't have enough of a hump right here. So I'm just gonna do that. Not too bad. Okay. Let's see, what am I going to do on the other side? Same style of thing. Where I come up like this and down that way. Now here, I want to come up, down, and then hook around. So why don't I start with the hook around? There we go. I think that is good for now. We'll let that dry and then we'll start with some flowers. Okay, so now I'm just going to put a little white here for the white rose. Just real easy little circle. And you're just going to paint over this anyway, which we might use a pen instead of paint for these lines. We'll see. And there is a little rose down here at the end. So I'm going to make a bigger circle. Kind of like that. I already did on that side. Super easy, just a circle. Doesn't need to be too perfect because you are going to be covering it up with paint. Okay, and now I'm going to do the heart. Now I think maybe a good idea is to put two dots and then we'll join them together. And then kind of join them. And if it's not turning out just right, just make it a little bit bigger. You're also going to paint lines over this so those edges don't have to be perfect. And let's put a rose right here too. There we go. So next I'm going to do some yellow flowers, and I'm just going to add little dots. And you can do that even with the back of a brush. Okay, back of a brush. Just dip it in the yellow. And are you ready? Need a little more on there here. Easy as that. And do some yellow flowers on the ends here. Let's see. There are some pink flowers that have yellow centers, so let's make some yellow centers. And off by the side of the rose, little yellow flowers. I need more on there. Delicate touch. Now you don't have to do it like that. You could just do it with the tip of the brush, but look how good those circles come out when you just do it like that. Okay, and see a little yellow top on the heart. So I am going to take the brush and put just a little yellow something here. Just like that. Okay, we'll let this dry and then we'll do the next part. Okay, for the next part, I'm going to do the pink flowers, and I'm just going to do the same technique. Just tap a little pink on the end of a round end of a brush. Get a little more on there. And if you're getting your dots too big to start out with, just tap it in the paint and then tap it on another surface first. So that's what I'm doing. I'm just tap, tap. You can hear that, can't you? And there we go. And another thing we need to do is paint little rose lines on this white rose. So what they did was they did a little sweep around the top and a sweep here and 3 little sweeps down here. Oh boy, this is pretty little though. I don't know if I can do it. Let's see. So I'm gonna start with bigger sweep across here. And then just a little bit of a something like that there. Okay, well, we're getting there. And then do that on the sides. These are much smaller. So if you had a little pen, that would be great. Like a paint pen or just a marker to do a little line just right there, and then a line that comes around here. Well, I gotta tell you, I kind of gave up and just finished it because I was having too much of a hard time and I didn't like how it was looking. So this kind of turned out to be a little bit of a fail. What I did was I went, and just being really close up, I went back over it with the blue to make those white lines a little sharper, a little thinner, and kind of went back over with the white and the red on those roses to make them maybe look more like roses. But yeah, I added the leaves just by kind of blotting on little green with a paintbrush. And there's little flowers there. But I just, you know, I don't feel great about how it turned out. So we'll have the comparison and you'll see. But I kind of feel like this was a fail of not having the right size paintbrushes and actually not being able to have control because I have this camera between me and the project where I would usually be hunched over it doing these lines and stuff. But there it is. I'm going to put this whole Dura Craft dollhouse set on my eBay store. So if you would like to try your hand at painting this set and maybe make it look more like a Bavarian style dollhouse set, it'll be on the store, including the cradle. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time, hopefully with better results. Bye! Really? Is that important, BB-8? Want to take your hand? Try your hand? Do you want to take your hand? Why would you take your hand?